This video is Knowledge Organiser 8 for Year 10 Foundation classes. What I would like you to do is read your Knowledge Organiser, watch this video and work through the examples from page 1 and then try the questions from page 2 of the Knowledge Organiser. Complete any Maths Watch work set from your class teacher after that. What we're going to look at is the volume of both cones and frustums. The volume of a cone I've already circled here. It's a third pi r squared h. H represents the height at perpendicular from the centre of the cone to the top, and R stands for the radius. We're going to use that to solve questions 1 and 2 on the other side of the Knowledge Organiser, and we're going to apply this to find the volume of a frustum. A frustum is where we have a large cone and a smaller cone, and we remove them and we get this shape left over here. I'm going to go through this example that kind of shows you how to do this. So the question says work out the exact volume of the frustum shown on the right, which is here. It says exact volume. What that means is you're going to leave your answer in terms of pi. Now, the questions on the other side of your Knowledge Organiser asks you to give your answers to a certain number of decimal places. I'll show you how to do that, and then I'll show you how to change it at the end to what the other questions ask you to do. So, to do this, what we do is we find the volume of the large cone. So if you imagine we want the large cone's volume, okay? And if we imagine that is this shape here. So if I sketch out just here what my cone's going to look like, it's going to be like that. The height is going to be 20 and it's going to have a radius here of 15 centimeters. Okay, it's just a small diagram to kind of give me an idea of what I'm going to do. And then you apply these into this here. So my radius here is 15, my height is 20. So I get a third times by pi times by 15 squared times by 20. I put this into my calculator. I leave it in terms of pi because it says exact value. So if you're not using a scientific calculator, all you do is you do a third times 15 times 15 times 20. What comes out is 1,500, and you leave that in terms of pi, and you write the units, which in this case would be centimeters cubed. Okay, now for the first two questions on the other side of the Knowledge Organiser, that's all you have to do. Okay, but because we're asked to find the volume of the frustum, we now have to find the volume of the small cone. Now, if we imagine that here is going to be this shape here that I've just sketched on the diagram, okay? So, the smaller cone, if we have a look here, has a radius of 6, and it has a height, when we have a look here, of 8. So I substitute this into my formula up here. So I go a third times by pi times by 6 squared times by 8. Again, I put that into my calculator again because we want to leave it in terms of pi. If you don't have a scientific calculator, do a third times 6 times 6 times 8. If you put that into your calculator, what comes out is 96 pi centimeters cubed. Okay. Again, if you were asked to find the volume of a cone, that's all you have to do for it. But because we're trying to find the volume of a frustum, we take these away from each other. So we go 1,500 pi, take away 96 pi, and that gives me 1,404 centimeters cubed. That's my final answer. Now, some of you might be wondering how I would turn that into a decimal. If you were wanting to turn that into a decimal, you could say 1,404 times by pi on your calculator, and what comes out would be the following number, 4,410.796. So if you were asked to round that to one decimal place, your answer, and I'll move that along so you can see it, sorry, The answer would be 4,410.8 centimetres cubed. But that's not what you're being asked to do in this question. You just may need to use that for the other questions on the other side of your knowledge organiser. Okay? Right, what I would like you to do is try the questions on the other side and any Maths Watch work set. Thank you.